This is the swimming pool. And I'll get an angle shot here, and then I'll go up and we'll get a close-up, show you how far out of the ground this thing's being built. Here, the top of those boards right there is going to be the top of the pool. So we have got a ton of fill to bring in here. This right here is how deep it is. Look at all this fill that we've got to bring in here. Here's the top of the pool, right there at the top of that 2x4. This is a lot of fill. And we dug it too deep last fall, so we had to bring in 8 loads of fill that he's moving there right now at the shallow end of the pool. It's fines, it's really nice stuff. I didn't expect this as far as the expense is concerned, but we couldn't afford a 9-foot pool, depth-wise rather. So we went 3 feet by 6 feet, which will give the kids a lot of room for water polo and all the other. This right out here is eventually going to be the tennis courts and basketball, when the money provides, creating a nice recreational facility for the biowater workers and anyone else who cares to join this beautiful country. It's going to be nice. Beautiful day today. And this is another angle shot of the amount of dirt that we've got to fill in, again considering that the top of the pool is right there. You can see the top of the 2x4. We bowed that out there, and that's going to be a flower bed right out in here. I'll zoom up. This comes out into the pool, and then the natural rock will go all around the pool and about a foot there, and then we'll have a pretty flower bed, and then all in this whole area right here is all going to be rock patio, and then the rock will go all the way around the pool. This will be a wider area here for spring flowers. Just to level all of that. There's the top of the pool. Amazing, isn't it? The elevation here, just amazing. How fast that drops from the back right over here. Really goes down fast. The supervisor here, he just practically lives out here with these guys. He's 6 months old now, and he's just huge. You're not supposed to be scratching, Sasha. You haven't got any fleas. What are you itching for? There's the guard dog. And there's a lot of fill right in here too. A lot of fill. See, we have got to level that ground. So this pool's really going to be right up, and the ground is going to slope upwards. It's going to be really pretty. And then all around the pool, this whole circumference is going to be shrubs. The real pretty ones that turn red. There's the grapes that the deer have stayed out of this year, thanks to the dog. And there's Harold's pride and joy, his beans, that he just loves to pick and give away. You see it's taking some form.
Want some black? Yeah.
There's the kind of a personality in the pool. There is the curve at that end. See, it goes, they haven't got the top on yet for that curve. And then the pool goes around here. Then it has another curve right there and then comes straight down. There's the top of the pool, the top of those boards right there. We don't have the steps in yet. They're going to set the steel today. There's the steel. There's more fill all the way up to the top of these boards. We've got to bring in soil. A lot of soil's got to be moved. There it is. My dog chases grasshoppers. Let's see another one. Oh, he's sure gonna be a big sucker, this guy. Hi, Stash. Hey, big guy, look at me. Oh, look at those ears. Look at those ears. The size of that 6-month-old dog. Hi, sweet. And I think it's September the 17th, and it's about probably 11 o'clock. And the gunite trucks are going to be in here about noon. The dump truck's coming in tomorrow. The backhoe is going to go out back, and we're going to start peeling off the big hill in the back, and we're going to bring the dirt up here and fill in these massive holes and build that up to the pool right there. Go get another shot of. Hi, mangy dog. That's the pump bass.
You can get it. The hose leaking. How many you got?
5.
So I can read it. 58 and a quarter.
That's going to be a flower bed right there. Here's the steel all set.
We are?
Found the foreman of this job sound asleep in the
Shut it off.
backhoe bucket.
How many pounds you have?
20.
Stasha, what are you doing in the bucket, son?
Check it again. Hold pressure go out.
You're supposed to be foremanizing this job. What are you doing? Eating dirt?
There's a pump right
Big dog, big 6-month-old.
there. 57 and 7/8.
He's not stupid. He knows where it's cool. There it is. Boy, I ran to get this camera. Here's the first load. Whoa, hope he misses that little tree. No, it went on the wrong side of it, the stupid nit. Then he hit the tree, and there the pears fall. Stupid jackass. Boy, there's one born every day. I had this dumb thing on. This is the gunite machine right there. It's going to do the pool. There's the straw box. It's finished. There goes the first floor of the slab. That's the slab for the pump system. Haven't seen one of those since 1960 when we built our swimming pool in California. I'm gonna see if my battery's going out here. See if I can get a closer shot of that nozzle. That's where the gun shoots out. Right there. everything down so that I can go place another battery and fix that first gun I put sitting in there. Take care of that. Talking about the job. The still camera and take some shots of it. Still camera's in the house.
I remember the other pool, 16 by 32.
16 by 38. No. Is that, well, we're on a bunch of rubbish. I think we is. There's a skimmer right there that you just covered Well, it's been, let's see, it's about 3 o'clock now. They've been at this since about 12:30. And, well, I'll tell you, those guys are dirty and filthy, and this must be awful on their school. There's the concrete. There's the bond beam going all across the top here. There's the concrete guy filling in the holes. There's a big truck with the sun shining right in it. Here it is. It is a reality. We have put our mark on this earth once again. I don't know if they've done the steps or not. We'll go take a look. Big sucker, isn't it? See him trim that? He takes that great big board and he just goes right around there and trims that baby out. Put that pretty curve in there. Really gonna look good. Steps are not in yet. That curve right there is gonna be pretty too. Right there. Yeah, that looks good. There's boss. He's a heck of a nice guy. concrete guys that uses gravel wall. Guess we're getting ready to shoot some more. What are you doing down there? Are you trying to find a cool spot? It's only about 90 degrees out here. Yeah, what are you doing? Hiding? Huh? What you doing, big dog? Huh, big dog? You trying to get where it's cool? Oh, you're a pretty baby. Huge 6-month-old dog. Hi, guy. Hi, Tessa. Hey, Tessa, what you doing? You hiding in the pool? Next thing I know, you're going to be in it. He said this guy's been doing this since he's out of high school and he's 51 years old. Long time. He says that's all he does is just trim it down with that big, long board. No more trimming other than that. They have to leave it rough or the plaster wouldn't adhere to the pool. And he is filling up the area there where the skimmer goes. Right there. That's the skimmer. Well, I tell you, that stuff all basically finished. That's one thing I just forget about it here. This thing is really shaping up. We're shooting the floor now. I'm going to get over here and show you what this guy's doing. These are the steps. And they just took this whole thing right here and created a great big pile of concrete. And then he hand forms all of this all by himself. We got 1, 2, 3 steps. Oh, look at that curve. Isn't that pretty? It is hotter than a pistol. Cloud just came over a little bit, but it was 94 in the screen. I can imagine it must be 120 inside this pool. Well, there's the pool. And we're going to hopefully pick up the tile tomorrow. Sun is behind me. You can see my shadow in the pool. Oh, I got some water down there. And it's 6 o'clock. So the sun is behind me, and you can see how much dirt we have to bring in. A massive amount of dirt. Dirt's got to go in this area right here. Boy, this thing has really got to fill a lot of dirt. Look at that pretty curve. Isn't that neat? We're going to go after the pump. Over here now is where we're going to start putting in the tennis courts, and those are going to go in pretty soon. Excuse me, they're going to bid on that. We'll put there's where the ladder's going to be to crawl out. And over there,
We're going to be doing a little bit of the accident. I'm about 15 minutes late.
with that sun glaring at me, and there's the steps. And there's the telephone. Well, a lot of water has gone under the bridge since the day we started this little project, and now it's May the 13th. And I'm going to take you out to show you the work that's been done on the pool. This is 1992. We started the pool in 1990. Let's go out to the pool now, and we'll show you what's happened. Take a shot here. This right here was almost 5 feet out of the ground, this end of the pool. We took all the dirt from the pool and we put it all over here and built this up. And it's taken since April, since we started, the pictures you just saw, April of 1992, to beg, borrow, and darn near steal 29 dump truck loads of dirt to fill this all in. That's how fast the ground dropped from the back end of the pool, just 41 feet up in this area. And we have the framing around the pool, as you can see. We've brought in quite a bit of rock. There's the hole for the big waterfall. Back here in the back is... These are some of the rocks that we got for the waterfall. The big one that's going to overlap the pool is back here. This one is going to be overlapping the pool for the waterfall. Those small ones there, they're not really small. Those are all going to be on the other side of the pool, overlap the pool. To the pool, and you saw this just in the previous picture of all the dirt we had to bring in, and take a look at that. Isn't that something else? It's all filled in. It's a mess back here, but we'll get it pretty. Yes, we're going to pour concrete tomorrow, but this is the area for the waterfall, and this is all the steel sets. Those round things are where the flower beds are going to be, with light and fountains. This is a direct shot of where the waterfall is going to be. This is quite a large area. That's got to be 20 feet there. There's the last setting of the rebar. There's Tom. We timed on the rebar. We met with almost a disaster last night. Had an intuition that we had a busted pipe where the lights are. Sure enough, dug down, and at 9:30 last night we were repairing a broken pipe between water and the electrical. Would have been set in and undermined the concrete, and we would have had major problems down the road. There's Hal getting everything wet down. And before the concrete, there's Mr. Man with his beard. Goes. Here's to the concrete. last of the first load. It is about 10:15 on March 14th. Today we've served the IRS, the State of Oregon, Department of Revenue, and the Department of Human Resources on our lawsuit. Great day today. We got it poured. Not all of it. And there it is. Except for that section and all the exposed aggregate, which is, that's one of the sections right there. It has to be exposed aggregate. The rest of those are flower beds. The opposite end of the pool, and there's, get that zoom up there. There's Dad's special rock. It's all set in concrete. Look at that. It's his big seat. There's a flower bed. Exposed aggregate way over there. Another flower bed there. And there's where the waterfall's going to be. Yum yum. Quite a view we're going to have from this pool. And quite a drop. 29 loads of dirt. Just in this section right there, and on the other side there, and a little bit right there. 29 loads of dirt. Over and out. I saw some pretty horses, and I thought I would get a shot of these. Pretty kids. Here's Big Boo. That looks like Huck. There's Fat Patty. And there's Pretty Baby. She's such a doll. This is right there. Have got to be in love with one another. I cannot believe it. They are the Bobbsey twins. They are forever together. Hey boy. Hi, pretty baby. Where's that cute little filly? I'm gonna lose my battery here. Hi guys. Hi, pretty Patty. Look at those pretty horses. Hi, pretty filly. Oh, she's a lovely girl, this one. Yes. Hi, Patty. Oh, Patty's a pretty girl. Patty's a pretty girl. Look at that baby. Well, I think I'll go chase the boys. Yeah. Oh, geez, pretty girl. Yeah. Oh, she's a pretty girl. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, look at that pretty boy. Marking his territory again. Boy, he's really marking his territory. He doesn't want those good ones in you. There's number 6. Yeah. There's number 7. 9,